Meantime, in a story right out of the book Blood Money by Peter Schweitzer, federal authorities recently shutting down a massive Chinese-run marijuana grow operation in Maine and Massachusetts, seizing massive hauls of illegal cannabis and uncovering victims of human trafficking. This raid exposes a sprawling criminal network with dangerous ties to Communist China and a growing threat to national security. Jason Mattera has the alarming details in this special report.
Federal prosecutors say 7 Chinese nationals have been arrested in a sweeping takedown targeting illegal marijuana houses, often bought with cash and hidden in plain sight across residential neighborhoods. And it's not an isolated incident. Similar operations have been uncovered throughout the country.
There's probably more like 500 to 1,000 scattered about the state, along with flop houses, cash houses, part of the Chinese criminal organizations, and it extends throughout New England.
Trailers, homes, even neighborhoods near schools have been quietly converted into grow sites, raising serious safety concerns.
Well, the neighbors, I think, are terrified. A lot of them have observed and called the police, members of Congress, but by and large, they've been told there's nothing we can do about it. Cannabis is legal.
But this isn't just about drugs. Experts warn these pot plantations are a Trojan horse for the Chinese, used to launder money, traffic people, and worse.
This is brazen Chinese Communist Party activity, and they're not here for the money. They're not here for the marijuana. They're here because they can use these networks and the products that these networks are producing to do us harm.
Former DEA official Derek Malt says this is a calculated infiltration designed to weaken the U.S. from within.
In my opinion, a deliberate intent, and that's to destabilize and destroy American communities. They're doing counterintelligence operations, and they're using these dangerous chemicals, and they're taking advantage of America's drug addictions.
Even more alarming, the marijuana is supercharged and laced with toxic chemicals. And that's no accident.
They are making marijuana that's much higher in THC, like 25 to 30% THC. But most importantly, we know that they are spraying Chinese pesticides on the crops.
Both Maltz and Robinson agree these black market blends aren't one-offs. They're part of a much broader Chinese strategy.
They're not trying to help people get high. They're trying to hurt people's brains. This is a strategic, calculated initiative from the CCP. You know, a lot of people refer to it as unrestricted warfare.
If they're distributing these vape pens throughout New England, out into the Midwest, what's to stop them from swapping out those cartridges with something that has weaponized bird flu in it?
In other words, this isn't merely a warning. The threat's already here. And without a blistering crackdown, the fallout could be catastrophic. Chris, these Chinese-run pot houses aren't just in Maine and Massachusetts. This is a nationwide problem. Oregon, Washington State, California, even Oklahoma. During an Oklahoma bust in April, one suspect reportedly had in his possession what officials described as a Chinese military uniform, the People's Liberation Army, on U.S. soil. That's the kind of thing that screams this isn't just about weed.
No, it is not, Jason. It's incredibly disturbing. Why isn't this getting more attention from our government or law enforcement?
It's a great question. So legalized weed presents a challenge. Investigators aren't going to sniff around grow operations unless there's another crime involved, like human smuggling or money laundering. So these Chinese crews are able to hide in plain sight with marijuana as the cover. Now, the Trump White House has certainly been more aggressive than Biden was. But, Chris, this is a big deal, and that's why we're covering it and exposing it here on your show.
Absolutely, and I love it, man, because we've been talking about this too. And again, a big shout out to Peter Schweitzer. He's been writing about this. It's part of an all-of-the-above approach. China is coming after us. It's revenge for the opium wars. Jason Mattera, Johnny on the spot as usual, live from our Florida newsroom. Thank you.